Welcome to my e-bike range and speed test video. This won't be very long. I just want to go over some results. All range and speed tests were done with a fully charged warm battery. My initial test started with me going full throttle the whole time. This usually achieves a speed of about 50 to 60 kilometers per hour depending on conditions. The results for this speed test came out with a top speed of 61 kilometers per hour and a range of 33 kilometers before one of the cells in the pack became completely drained. Of course, the most efficient way to drive any vehicle is typically not at full throttle. We can see this through Tesla's range calculator. This is just a infographic that was on their website a while back, and it factored in speed, temperature, AC, etc. So at a speed of 45 miles per hour, they calculated on their 60D car that it would get 293 miles. However, bumping that up to 70, it goes down to 193. So that is a significantly lower range. And that goes to show that the efficiency is much worse at higher speeds. There is a range chart using simulated computer data. Now, of course, this changes depending on the vehicle, drivetrain, etc., and conditions. Though, I wanted to see if the basic idea of slower speed equals more range held true for my bike. So, for my second range test, I chose to limit the speed of the bicycle down to 25 kilometers an hour, which is under half the top speed of the bicycle. Using this technique, I managed to achieve a much greater range. This actually took me 3 days to range test. The first day, I traveled 27 kilometers, the second, another 27 kilometers, and the third day, another 18 kilometers. So that totals out to about 72 kilometers on a single charge, which is more than twice as much as when I went full throttle on the bike. So I tested it, and indeed this idea of slower speeds equals more range does hold true for my bike. Now, of course, I have to ask myself if I could improve that range or that top speed by any means. The first thought that comes to mind is my tires. Those are a major factor in the efficiency of a vehicle, rolling resistance and whatnot. So I think I could get more with a good set of road tires, or just a set of non-studded, non-winter tires. Of course, we aren't currently in the conditions to be able to test that. However, in the future, I may retest the bike with a different set of tires and post the results on Twitter. So I would suggest following me there. As a main commuting vehicle, I would judge this to be moderately practical. Of course, in more northern climates, considerations must be made. Winter riding can be a difficult task. We'll have to put up with cold weather, and sometimes there will be days when you just can't ride it at all. Like, for instance, one morning I went outside and found this. So you always need a backup plan to get to where you need to go. As for practicality, if you can put up with these factors, you can enjoy a few benefits. Like, the e-bike can be parked just about anywhere and is extremely cheap to operate. My bike costs about 0.2 cents per kilometer in electricity to ride. That's at top speed. A moderately fuel-efficient sedan costs 5.6 cents per kilometer to ride. That's 27 times as much. So, if the conditions and your lifestyle permit it, an e-bike is an excellent and extremely cheap way to get around. far. Thanks for watching. I would encourage you to follow me on Twitter. I post occasional updates, and whenever I upload it always gets posted there. Stay tuned for my next e-bike video, in which I add features such as a sound system and a phone charger. I promise you that one's going to be really good.